My kid is not going to be forced to wear a mask all day long. Hello guys, I am Tawra, the author of the Dining on a Dime cookbook where you can eat better, spend less. Today, visit us at livingonadime.com. Today I'm talking about what we are doing for school. So, here's the thing. School has started here in Colorado. Now, our particular school does have in-class learning, but our district doesn't. They're doing online for now, but our particular school, because it's a charter school, had the choice of if they wanted to do in person or not. But here's the thing. We're not sending our kids to school. This whole thing is nothing but a bunch of fear mongering. Now, I totally understand. There is actually something happening, but the numbers do not add up to be the crisis that everyone thinks that it is. Also, there are medications out there that will help this right now, but they're just holding it back for a vaccine. But I think for sure next fall, maybe January, it's going to be required that kids are vaccinated before they can go back to school. We're not going to be doing it. I don't want Jack going to school, being indoctrinated in fear all the time. They were talking about how they're going to be doing education on masks and hand washing and social distancing and all this other baloney. Here's the thing. My kid is not going to be sitting there listening to nothing but a bunch of fear all day long. Things are happening. I get that. But we don't need to be in this fear-induced state all the time. It's absolutely ridiculous. I've been watching the numbers 6 months now. The deaths are going down, going down, going down. They know how to treat it. They're choosing not to give medication to people that doctors have said over and over and over again help. Many doctors who are reputable doctors have said that this malaria medication helps, but they're just not doing it because they can get more money from a vaccine. It's just wrong. And so we won't be vaccinating. We won't be sending him to school while they're being forced to wear masks and all that other baloney. So that's where we are going to be on this. Here's the thing. This is going so quickly. It's almost crazy how quickly it's going. It's like stuff is just progressing so fast. And the Bible talks about in the tribulation, after the church has gone, after Jesus has come back and taken the church, it's called the rapture, taken people who believe in Jesus back up to heaven with him. The rest of the people are going to be staying here on earth and going through what's called the 7-year tribulation, and it's going to be literally hell on earth. But one of the things that's going to happen is you're not going to be able to buy or sell anything without a mark. It's called the mark of the beast. And you're not going to be able to buy or sell anything if you're a Christian and you refuse to get this mark. You won't be able to buy or sell anything. We are getting set up right now with tracking and that kind of thing, even with this COVID. I'm not saying COVID is going to be the mark of the beast, but what I'm saying is the technology is there. It's getting in place. The fear from people is there. Person after person is, I'm not wearing a mask for my safety. I'm wearing a mask for your safety. Oh, isn't that wonderful for you? If I want to wear a mask, I will wear a mask for my safety, or I will wear a mask out of respect for the business that I'm going in because I don't want them to get into trouble or something like that. The employees, it's not their fault. The governors don't have a brain cell in their head. But this kind of fear is just setting it up for everything that the Bible describes. So I think that's pretty interesting. But anyway, I'm not afraid. We aren't afraid. We're not sending the boys to school because we're afraid. We're sending them because we're doing it on principle. So anyway, that's where we stand on that. just for those of you who are curious, because I know a lot of people have been wondering. But anyway, we're taking a stand and saying no, we're not going to participate in this. If we were in California, we would be attending some of those churches that are standing up for their constitutional right to gather peacefully, gather for a religious service. But, you know, personally, I'm a little disappointed in a lot of Christians who are so afraid of this and who are not taking a stand for things like church worship. What difference does it make? If you want to go to church, why can't you go to church? It's not going to matter to me. You know, you should have the choice if you're going to go to school. If you want to go to school, go to school. But it should be up to us for our own well-being. If you want to stay home, that's perfectly fine. Go ahead and stay home. I have no problem with that. If you have an illness or something like that, I totally get it. But, or if you're just afraid, fine. But it should be my choice if I want to go to church. And so a lot of this stuff, like, we can allow rioting, but we can't allow people to go to church. Give me a break. If that's not political, whatever. So all this stuff is just being set up, getting people conditioned to be afraid all the time, getting people conditioned to being tracked, conditioned to those things. It's all happening, and it's happening super fast. So that's where we are. Yeah, probably more than you wanted to know, but I just thought I'd let you know where we're at with that. Please visit us at livingonadime.com to help you eat better, spend less today.